Welcome back, Country Homestead. Today we're going to be cutting up some logs some logs that we cut down, some of them that we bought. We're going to be making us some rafters for the back addition, and we're going to be making some studs. Try to get some of them cut up.
To begin with, you'll see that I'll lower my blade and I kind of see where it hits on my log. I will pick my blade all the way up, take it all the way down to the end, and I will lower my saw head all the way down, and I'll get a common number. You know, that right there tell me about where I need to start my first cut. Now I just go back and I go back down to that number that I figured out, and I'll cut her. Usually it works out pretty good. The first cut will, sometimes I gotta cut twice, but most of the time I try to get me one good cut off of it and then throw the junk away. I think this one I did too, because I was trying to save as much lumber as I could. Here you'll see that I got my log laid up. I already cut two sides, and now I go down and I measure, and I get the number of where my saw head is going to run. Well, it's going downhill right there, so I need to raise this end up, and you use a tow board to raise your log up. And the tow board I use, it's just a motorcycle jack that I put some boards on my sawmill frame underneath, and I use that motorcycle jack, and I jack up my log. And you'll see I've been measured again, and I try to get my straight cut all the way. And once I get it up to the level that I need it, I will clamp her down and start cutting her. And once you get her cut, you'll just lower the tow board and flip her over, and you'll have a good square camp. And works out real good. Once you learn how to use some tow boards, you save a lot of heartache, and you'll save a lot of lumber.
we want 2x4s, and so we want to get the most that we can get. So we're going to see how we can cut it. We got 10 1/4 that way. So if we do a 3 1/2 and a 3 1/2 is 7, plus another 3 1/2 would be 3 1/2, 10 1/2 that one. So we might be able to do 7. And on this we can just try to get.
Here you'll see I start to cut. I'm going to drop down 1.5 inches and I'm going to cut, and then I'm going to drop down another 1.5 inches and cut, and then I will roll them to the side of the cant, and then I will cut 3.5 inches down, and that will throw me some 2x4s and some big 3.5 inch cant, you know, out of the bigger part. You'll see that was 1.5 inches right there. Now I'm going to drop down another 1.5 inches. And so basically I'll have like a 2x10 there, but that's not going to be 2x10. It's going to be two 2x4s in each one of them slices there. As you can see right here, I'm going to start cutting. I'm going to cut a 3-inch slab right there because the way it measured out, one of them is bad, you know, it has bark all over it, you know, it's a side cut. The other one is figuring it's good for blocking. And now I got my cant and them two slabs the same thickness. It's 7 inches. So now I drop down 3.5 inches and I will cut through there, and that will give me 4 2x4s on them two slabs, and it'll give me 2 cants that are 3.5 wide, and I think they was 10 inches long, you know, deep. So I will turn them up and start slicing 2x4s out of them. You got to just maximize your cutting, you know, especially with your blades. You know, you just try to do as few cuts to get as much lumber as you can.